How to automate your life. Everyone's life is full of obligations. We all have our own responsibilities, and it seems like you will only get more as time goes on. Even mundane, everyday tasks can eventually pile up. It's easy to get lost in these to-do lists or to become overwhelmed by the sheer number of things that need to get done in a day. Thankfully, automating your life is a solution that can easily help you take control of everything you need to do. When you automate your life, you will allow certain things to be done for you, allowing you to put your focus elsewhere. While there are countless ways to schedule, plan and add routines to your life, these are 3 places you can get started on your automation journey. When you truly learn how to automate your life, you'll be well on your way to managing your time like an expert. Automatic bill pay. Barring the most responsible of us, everyone has accidentally missed the deadline of a bill by a day or two. Most people already pay the majority of their bills online. That means that automating your bill schedule will be easier than you think. Figure out all the bills that you need to pay every month and make a schedule of them. Arrange your budget so that you'll always have the needed amount of money in your account at those times. Then go to the individual websites where these bills are paid and set up an auto-pay. Getting yourself initialized with automatic bill pay will help you save money on late fees and overdrafts. You simply set it and forget it, letting your bank do all of the work. Grocery delivery. These days there are dozens of apps and programs that will allow you to cut down on the time you spend making a grocery list and trekking out to the store to pick up everything on it. Even your local grocery store chain may offer a delivery service for a small fee. Having your groceries delivered to you, especially on a set schedule, is a proactive way to automate your life. Not only does it save you time, but it can also be the key to replenishing your essentials. For example, you can set websites like Chewy or Amazon to automatically reorder cat food. Simply monitor how long it takes your cat to eat through their food and set everything up to have it delivered before the bag is empty. Then, before you've even realized you've run out, a new stock of your kitty's lunch will be waiting at your doorstep. Meal prepping. Planning your menu or prepping your meals ahead will save you a surprising amount of time in the future. When you already know what you're going to eat, you don't have to waste time deciding what to cook. Meal prepping makes it so that most of the work is already done, meaning that even on the busiest days, you can simply finish up the cooking and have dinner on the table in no time flat. Even if you don't make them in advance, having a set meal schedule also helps you decide what groceries to purchase and what tools you will need to have ready for that night's meal. Not only does this save you time, but it will save you a lot of money. You don't have to run out to the store halfway through your recipe because you've realized you forgot milk. You also will avoid wasting food. Shopping and eating with intent means that everything will get used. There are dozens of ways to automate your life. Observe your surroundings and consider ways that you can make things easier on yourself. Master your time at the office with the Pomodoro method. Both in the workplace and at home, time management is everything. There is an observed truth called Parkinson's Law. It states that work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. In other words, the more time you allot to something, the more time it will take. If you give something a 2-day deadline, you'll get it done in 2 days. If you give something a week, you'll take a week to finish it. Strict deadlines can help kickstart productivity, and it is an excellent way to combat Parkinson's Law. Oftentimes, a ticking clock can be a deceptively powerful motivator. That is where the Pomodoro technique, one of the easiest productivity methods, steps in. Today, we'll be teaching you how to master your time at the office with the Pomodoro method. All you need to get started is a timer. It can be a manual one that's found on your watch, or one that is connected to your cell phone. Apart from that, there are no special apps, tools, or tutorials. The Pomodoro method teaches you to work with time rather than against it. This method can be broken down into 6 steps. 1. Choose a task that you need to get done. When making this decision, try to choose a task that requires your full, undivided attention. Tasks that you can be distracted from aren't recommended. 2. Set your Pomodoro timer to 25 minutes. During that 25 minutes, work exclusively on this task. Write, clean, study, build, whatever it is that you need to get done, buckle down and work on it for 25 uninterrupted minutes. 3. Once the timer rings, reset it and begin working again for the next 25 minutes. If while you're working you realize that you have something else that needs your attention, write the task down on another sheet of paper. 4. On that same sheet of paper, put a check mark when the Pomodoro timer rings. 5. Take a short break. Relax, stretch your legs, check your social media, do whatever you would do to let your mind rest. 6. Continue doing your task in these short bursts. Every 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break. In these breaks, your brain will take that time to process the information and rest before it's ready for the next round. The main idea of this productivity system is fairly simple. You face any large task or series of tasks by breaking the work down into shorter timed intervals. It will train your brain to focus for short periods. This will assist you in staying on top of deadlines. The system works cyclically. You work in short sprints to ensure that you are consistently productive, and you have regular breaks that will maintain your motivation and creativity. This is an excellent cure for that feeling of burnout that many of us experience near the end of our work days. The timer allows for a sense of urgency. Instead of getting stuck in the rut of feeling like you have endless time in the workday to get things done, you know that you have only 25 minutes to make as much progress on a task as possible. If you're looking to minimize time estimation errors, improve motivation and increase your productivity, give the Pomodoro method a try. You may be amazed with how much you can get done and how much motivation at work you will be able to keep through the day. Productivity starts with small steps. Think about your typical workday. Do you feel as if you're getting as much accomplished as you can? You may leave things for the next day, as your biggest priorities have pushed them aside. When this happens, you wind up with a pile-up of tasks, which can lead to a feeling of being overwhelmed, stressed, and just plain tired. It may seem that overhauling the way you look at productivity is a massive undertaking. However, some of the biggest changes start with the smallest steps. Today, we'll show you how productivity starts with small steps and how you can use those steps to master your schedule, both at home and at work. Avoid multitasking. While everyone likes to refer to themselves as a competent multitasker on resumes and job interviews, juggling too much at once means you're inevitably going to drop something. If you work on too many things at once, you might feel you're getting more done. However, this is not always the case. When you multitask, you may end up starting a lot of tasks, but finishing only a few. Begin your day by taking things one task at a time and seeing that task through to completion. Once it's done, you no longer have to worry about finishing it while you're busy starting something else. This will improve your quality of work overall and help that work get done much faster. Make a shorter to-do list. Long to-do lists are always jotted down with the best of intentions. You wake up with dreams of getting everything done, leaving you to relax the rest of the day. However, overstuffing your to-do list can actually lead to you finishing just a fraction of what you set out to do. When you end the day with several unaccomplished items on the agenda, you may feel a sense of failure. A small step you can take to boost your productivity is to write a shorter to-do list. Prioritize your most important tasks and commit to finishing them in their entirety. If you begin with the hardest task first and get it out the way, everything else will feel much easier in comparison. Set a timer. Setting a timer is a deceptively simple trick, but one that can help get the power of productivity flowing. Figure out what working pace works best for you. If you usually take 25 minutes to get a task done, set a timer for that 25 minutes. Working in spurts with a timer set to alert you when it's time to take a break will work wonders for your overall work ethic. Cut out distractions. If you work with music playing, your email notifications on and droves of people filing in and out around you, then you're well aware of how easy it is to get distracted. These things will cause a lot of mental clutter. It makes it all harder to focus on what you need to get done and can lead to you adding more items to your to-do list. If your co-worker comes in and talks to you about a project, it may inspire you to make a few additions to it. This can throw you off the rhythm of the current task and lead to it being left unfinished. Cutting out your distractions by turning off email notifications, switching to a more focus-based music station, or asking your co-workers to chat with you at certain times will leave you seeing a massive spike in your productivity. These small steps can be done right from your desk or at home. They're slight alterations, minuscule habits that will blossom into bigger ones. Once you've mastered the small steps, the bigger ones will come to you easily.